This is the portion I wish to highlight. What is the reason for this Python program? I wish to tell you, for all your Moodle examination, Moodle assignment, and all PCA 1, PCA 2, and the final examination, please try to code your Python in this way. The reason is that the Python, everything you started from line column 1 or column 2 or column 3, it will be automatically executed. The problem is that whenever you are writing a 200 lines big program, or when you are working in a group, you share a code which three or four persons are together are doing in a project. It is sometimes difficult, so that where the code begins, this is the way the you should highlight it. The code begins and main, because Python doesn't have what I say mandatory main, but you can put it artificially a mandatory main for by doing this. Advantage is that whenever you, after 2 months, 3 months, whenever you wish to browse your code, you know where the code execution will begin. So that is the reason you just remember the syntax is. And another thing I wish to tell you, you all know the underscore underscore and name underscore underscore. It is the class. Every class has this variable. Like any class variable, underscore underscore init underscore underscore, that is the constructor of the class. Same thing, any program name is underscore underscore name underscore, and these are all built in. So it is already built in the Python, and we are just using it. Okay, so this is the reason. Has anybody has any confusion regarding this? Please tell.
স্যার মেনটা ডাবল কোটস এর মধ্যে লেখা।
হ্যাঁ, মেনটা ডাবল কোটে লিখলেও হবে, সিঙ্গেল কোটে লিখলেও হবে। ইট ক্যান বি ডান ইন বোথ ওয়ে, বাট
মানে ওটা কোটেডে থাকবে কেন, মানে কোটেশনে
yes,
থাকবে?
yes, because it's a string. Because it's a Python, it is a string. In C, you do not have string. C is a character, an array of character. But in Python and Java, there is a facility of the string. Strings are basically in Python and in Java also, it is immutable. So that whenever a new screen, it will be another fresh string is created. So why it is double quote? It's a good question. You can try with the single quote also, but it is better to use one convention, double quote. So double quote means this means it's already, it is already defined. So that is the reason. It is just a thing. I think you just study it. If I found a better reason, I'll write it. But I have already submitted a document why this kind of thing it is required. Okay, so I'll send that. Okay, any more question? Double. I just summarize the. This is the, whenever you are string matching, you have double equal to, like here you say double equal to, double equal to. It is I am matching a string. It is not single equal to. It is I am equal to means I am matching the output of this. The output of underscore underscore name underscore underscore is matched with this. That means I am telling it this is my main program. Okay. Any more question from anybody? I'm waiting. Anyone can question. How many people are there? Noyana madam, how many students are there, Noyana madam?
And more than 23.
Okay. Well, why others are absent? You tell others. That's okay. Okay. Any more questions from anybody regarding why underscore underscore name? And this is, you have to practice in your all program. Because if I'll see the program, I wish to stress on this. And another thing I must tell you, I have used the 4 blank spaces. So this is the way you should write also on your Moodle program, in your PCA 1, PCA 2. You might argue why can you use 2 blanks? Yes, you can use 2 blanks. Even if 3 blanks will do, even in 1 blank will do. but the 4 blanks, because you are learning.
हाँ,
Yeah, tell me,
क्या हुआ?
please, one at a
पता
time.
नहीं, इधर ही से चला.
Please speak in English, please. Because just let me speak, then I'll make yourself audible. I'll wait after 10 minutes. I'll give you anybody can speak. Right now, please be muted. Everybody, please muted.
Okay.
Okay, please muted yourself.
पता
Please.
नहीं, अच्छा मिलेगा कि नहीं, अच्छा मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा, पता नहीं. नहीं मिला तो शाम को
No. Somebody is talking.
Okay.
Noida madam, check that who is talking,
कॉल कर लो.
because I'm in a full screen mode.
इतना तो देख ही लिया साहब.
Mohit Kumar, please mute yourself.
Yes, thank you. Please, everybody be muted. After 10 minutes, I will tell you to anybody has question can question. Okay, thank you. So again, I wish to tell why if underscore underscore name underscore double quote means you are comparing. It is not. It is equal to. You are comparing the output of this equal to within double quote. It can be within single quote also. I am matching the value, and this is the way you can incorporate the main entry point of your program. That will help you to debug program, so that you are artificially created a barrier. So anything is on the first line, second line won't start. Okay, thank you. Then next thing I wish to tell you that you always maintain the 4 blank spaces for shifting. So here, see, and this is the body of if loop. The 4 blank, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. So I maintain any other group. Say here, yeah, yes. See here, I am a prime number generation. This is import time. Another is I am defining a subroutine. I defining a function, and then if after 4 tabs, and body of if after 4 blanks. Sorry, 4 blanks. So after if 1, 2, 3, 4. So everywhere I maintain, so that whenever we are all learn Python right now, so it is better we learn indentation by our heart and by memory. So that is the reason we are maintaining the 4 blank spaces. In fact, Python, all veterans and even everybody recommends 4 blank spaces. So I cleared out 2 issues today. One is how to incorporate the main thread and how many blank spaces you should have. Then another thing I wish to tell you, to see the performance of your program. So then you have to do it. Every program you do in your PCA 1 exam also and PCA 2, you have to measure the performance by yourself, and that should be written out on your exam paper. So what to do in your, you have to import time. You have to import time. You have to do it, and then the program starts it here. This is the program starts, and before starting the program, before you take, why I am not taking start time of just after if, because I might take certain amount of time to give this response limit. I am asking for the upper limit of the input, so I might wait for 1 or 2 minutes. I should not include into the consumed time. So that is the reason after taking the limit from the user, I start this. I'm just stamped what is my start time. Then what to do? I have to time. This is the method. Then whatever I do, I start, and that the after this thing elapsed time, I took it just before printing. Why I should have taken the elapsed time after print also, but I wish to take only the computational value time. So that is the reason I use it here, elapsed time, and then print time taken, elapsed times in seconds. And this is, you can measure every time you are writing a program, because you always try to write a program with a good amount of complexity. Good amount of complexity means you have to, your input ranges, you try with say 10 digits, then 10 numbers, then you should 100, 1000, 10,000. So you should increase your input number of data, say sorting program. You should try with a few numbers, say 10 numbers. Then you should try with at least 10 to the power 6, 10 to the power 8. Then you can understand the complexity curve, like the bubble sort, insertion sort, and selection sort. You got O(n) square, where n is the number of input, whereas in merge sort you will get O(n) log n. Until and unless the your number of input value goes to 10 to the power 6, 10 to the power 8, 10 to the power 10, you cannot see the goodness of the better algorithm. So all algorithm, like sorting programs, various sorting programs, like I have covered the insertion sort, then merge sort, and heap sort. So you try to and how to get these inputs. These so many inputs, 10 to the power 6, 10 to the power 8. You should always try to get inputs by creating random numbers, randint. And I have already shown certain programs in my shared Google worksheet. You might see certain programs. Anyway, I will write a short note as a doc format, so that how to create random number, how to create data generation. So in your PCA program also, it would be mentioned that you should try with artificially create a number of program, number of input, so that you can scale it up and see the complexity, how it improves with different algorithms. Say insertion sort, it is give this value with 10 to the power 8 data numbers, and 10 to the power 8 you generate through the random int, and then you check it through the merge sort, where the complexity n log n to the base 2, which is much better algorithm than insertion sort, when the data is number of data is much more, like 10 to the power 6, 7, 8, this level. And maybe you see in 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 4, your merge sort is worse than insertion sort. Insertion sort is faster. So that is the reason you should do this start time and elapsed time, and take the how much time it takes. It works in Colab, it works in your standalone Python 3 compiler. And you should also, I have sent already another document in file, that you can plot this in matplotlib with the number of data and how to do it. Probably I have sent this, otherwise I will again say. So all these things you have to do is a part and parcel of your programming life, programming journey. Maybe not all you have to do PCA1. Anyway, do not worry. We'll give as best marks as you can, but it is the learning thing. What we wish, in fact, I wish that you Python programming should be part and parcel of your learning curve of computer science. Not only in Python lab, I already sent your data structure lab all the problems. You try to solve it in Python also. The advantage is whenever you go to a distant destination by two different ways, one say maybe Python A, another is the C way, then you can understand the location in a real life location also much better. So that if you want to reach say Goriahat near our place, or Sambaja 5-point crossing, in two different ways, maybe shorter route in Python. So that is my logic is, so by Python you can write all your other programs, like even your, I will send certain codes, like you are learning like computer organization, even the boolean values, exclusive or, exclusive nor, and the complex things also can be written in Python in my worksheet that is there. So that is the logic. So it is not expected that everything you can learn it within another remaining months, but you should be practice the Python. That is the reason the project work is given to you. Try as many ways as you can to learn Python and to make some useful things The main idea of the project I have told you number of times that your PCA1 evaluation, it is not final. That you will be, but you will be given chance in your PCA2 and before final, maybe one more chance. You can stick to this program, or better you can do a different program or much better program, but you already should get certain amount of confidence. Another thing I wish to tell you that whenever your other exam picks are there, then will not pick. So we should use, and I wish to use this time, because this is bit lenient time, next 4 5 days 6 days. Try to better up your project. You can, in fact, you can start a new project altogether. It is not that, and because you have to run the show and do it, and choose a project right way, that which cannot be done by C++ and with the Python, so that it can be done by Python. Like, take some real-time values from internet, real-time date and time, real-time GPS location, real-time camera, and the program should not run in Colab. Programs, you can test it in Colab, but program should run on your laptop or desktop. And another thing is, preferably Microsoft Visual Studio you can use, but you can use any other IDE, like PyCharm is also very good IDE, Eclipse also very good IDE, PyPy is a good IDE, lots of other good IDEs are there. But telling about Visual Studio, because all your later Java, C++, C, Python, it can be coded in this MSDev. So that is the reason I wish to tell you. And another thing I must tell you, that this is again not final, and you should also know how to create a video and this thing. So that is in OBS Studio. You download the OBS Studio and get some online help, so that you can create your video. Somebody who is laptop is with him or her, or he or she can take the presentation, others too can speak. You can arrange your own Google Meet and you record the video by OBS Studio. Right now I am recording it through another software, Wondershare. That is also good, but OBS Studio is better. So you record you, and then you edit. That is also learn how to edit and make a shorter version of video, only the useful portion. And don't go for describing the code. You can go 1 or 2 minutes for describing the code. Main thing, the this your program should run. So that you have another 3 4 days time, because you all know markout is already given that your PCA submission to PCA1 submission date and CA2 submission date are same. If I am not wrong, it will be around 20th of this month, as far as I know, next month. So definitely 3 days before we have to freeze everything. So you have good amount of time. You already crossed quiz, so we have 40 marks associated with the PCA1 marks, 10 for quiz that you have already given the quiz. One quiz I might take, but this is only for revision or for better understanding. That is also anything you can mandatory, but quiz portion is almost over. We are at least for PCA1. Then come the Moodle portion. Moodle portion, and Robin sir and Noida madam is taking care. So you do the Moodle submission and all these things. I would request you to, in Moodle request also, make it a habit to incorporate this underscore name underscore equal to within string underscore main, like this format, and use 4 blank spaces, and also use the time to show that should be habit of your Python program. But if you miss it, it doesn't mean the numbers will be deducted. So all Moodle related things, you please get in touch with Noina madam and sir, Nobin sir. And project related, I am taking everything about the project, but Noina madam also see and check. And there is another thing, the 40 numbers will be associated, 10 numbers primarily with 10 numbers is project, and 10 numbers will be from your daily evaluation if you miss the class, and then the Moodle, and then the Viva in the PCA one, there will be a mandatory viva. So that's it. So 40 marks, everything. So don't worry about it. You just do your project right now. So I am just now stop talking for 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes. Please make one at a time, and you can ask any question, relevant question. Thank you. Yes, I'm waiting for